DJ Robert Master Record Selector K.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I personally,
yes,
that's not my kind of music, but I understand it. It has its audience. So I'm dedicating that song to the Garissa University students who we finished our last session yesterday. They told me, Kendi, who's put big up utaona? Hey, Saki Deni. There it is. Guys, all of you, Lavender, Brian, Peter, gosh, there's so many, like 20 of them. All of you that we finished yesterday. Ilikuwa na madem. Lavi is the chick. No. Caro is a chick. No, Milka is a chick. Mariam is a chick. I can go on. I can go on. So all of you guys, I love you. We'll miss you as you go to school next week. We salute you. You're our heroes of 2015. Yes, we're going back to school next week. Whoa. On the 20th. I think the other week.
They're ready for school.
They're ready for school.
You see it?
Yes, they are. Of course, it's not healing doesn't happen overnight after trauma.
But either way, there is that readiness.
Yes, they will be fine. They will be fine. And we have a WhatsApp group. We barely slept.
Can you thank you for coming through for those guys?
Oh, we bless God. We bless God.
Kenyatta Hospital.
Kenyatta Hospital. Nancy,
yes.
Yeah, those two. And of course, my Garissa peeps. Tonane ka WhatsApp after show. Don't talk to me now. So,
yes.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. As promised, Israel, Emmanuel, Robert Burale. There's another one which I forget, but you'll remind me.
I will.
Yeah? Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you.
Just before, man.
I know. Any pressure.
Inaitwa Pamba.
Ongea na mimi.
Hey, good day, Neighbor. Let me just tell you that. Kendi, that was the first thing I noticed when you walked in.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I'm going to bet it's local. I can't believe
my suit was done by Nick Ondo.
Okay, just for the viewers at home, let me just, it's real.
Nice.
Yeah, because of the visual effect, it's good to just check. Yeah, it's real.
Yes.
You look really nice.
Thank you so much.
I thought we were dressed up for the show.
Drop it there. Let's do this thing.
Lakini karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
How have you been? It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been very, very well. Thank you for having me.
Public demand nayo. Could we even sleep?
We thank God. We thank God.
Kwanza tuliachana ukienda weekend.
Yes.
How was your weekend?
On point. It
with
was
the brothers.
Yes, we had a great time with the men.
Yeah.
It was so open. I mean, if
of
course, I cannot say. I cannot really say. I mean, if you're all men here, I would have said it.
Yes.
But I cannot really say some things we discussed. But men opened up.
Wow.
Some were even shedding tears. You know, I mean, men are going through issues. Yes, issues that we've brought on ourselves. Some, of course, the women are brought onto the men. It was a very honest session. We had over 300 men there.
Whoa.
Oh, totally. We had a line and we even had to get security and all that.
Really?
And it was amazing. We had a very open session. And I can't believe, I mean, I think I was born talking. I spoke for 3 hours, 27 minutes non-stop.
Are you for real?
Yes. And actually, nobody walked out. It was such, we dealt with so many things that, of course, we cannot say on
all of them on air.
On a family's TV program.
Yes, but we cannot, that's something we can say, come on.
No, we just talked about how women play a major role. A man, you can either marry a wife or a knife. Now, there are some who have wives, some
I felt
have
like you just stabbed me. A wife or a knife?
Or a knife.
Okay.
A woman has the capability to birth or bury a man. So we talked to men there who have been buried, and we talked to men who have been birthed by the women. And also the one thing men complained about is the ones who are married, they actually, you know, us in church sometimes we have women, you believe your pastors more than your husbands. You leave work, you leave the house at 6 in the morning, and your husband has no breakfast because the pastor said the protocol team must be in church by 6. Well, the Bible says submit to your own man. So your first call as a woman is to your husband. And that is why now, some of the things we'll discuss today, when you leave at 6, the maid is there to take over in serving. And giving dessert as well after that, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Unfortunately.
Let me tell you, hata mtu anaambiwa ukienda kupata kazi huko, hata pia wewe unaweza kuwa mke.
Depending on how the dynamics are.
Depending on the dynamics of the home, you can become. Yeah.
So it is us women who create that void.
Okay, not necessarily, not entirely women. Of course, some men just have loose zip control.
Yeah.
But also there's a way women just push their men to the arms of the available person. And men are visual, men. You know, can I say something? Women want to be affirmed, women want to be loved. Love is not important for a man. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. At least I thought I did. Respect is more important.
A man is having faith in him. If you want to know man, look at the character of God. And God says in the book of Hebrews, it is impossible to please me without faith. So when you have faith in a man, if a man comes and says, I want to buy a 747 airplane, don't say you're a fool. Just say we can do it. But say it might take us 50 years. have a good way, but you have to show the man. I don't care how many flowers you buy the man, how many times you tell him, baby, sweetheart, but if you don't have faith in him, you have lost that man.
Wow.
Totally. Wow. But a woman, you want to be affirmed, you want to be given flowers, you want to be told all the sweet things. A man is absolutely different. It's not about love for a man. In fact, love could be number 6 or 7. Have faith in a man and just show him you believe in him. That man will conquer anything. It's as simple as that.
I never saw it even as a reflection of who God is until today.
Yeah.
You know,
God says when you praise him, he comes down.
Yeah.
When you praise a man, he will conquer.
That's how much in the image of God you guys are made.
That's how it is. Simple as that. And that's why the Bible says man is for the glory of God. But woman
is the glory of man.
Praise your man every day. With that bicycle, praise him and he'll get a BMW in about a year. But if you use your mouth as an AK-47, you'll kill that man.
Wow.
And some women, not all, don't get me wrong, some women have so poisonous words. You cannot throw an AK-47 word and expect a bouquet of flowers in return. What you'll do, you'll make the man duck and look for a cover. And the cover is not behind a stone wall. The cover is in the arms of another woman.
Another woman.
You understand? And normally, and I said this 2 weeks ago, that other woman sometimes is in the top 4 of your best friends as a woman.
I know. How traumatized did you traumatize us?
The one you say that your husband's beauty mark is in his thigh. Oh, she will do some geography on him. And there's no way a woman will get to her husband's thighs and don't go down south. You just have to be realistic. Whether the man is anointed from head to toe, it doesn't matter. Whether it's a politician, a bishop, an anointed man who preaches until the heavens come down. But a man is a man, and you have to understand.
They are first men of God.
Period.
They are first men.
And you tell me, oh, you know, I didn't know he's a man of God, and when I went for Bible study, it rained, and then we just did John 3:16, we didn't go to 17, and then we did bed gymnastics. Oh my goodness, that man is a man at the end of the day. But as a woman, let me tell you this, and that goes to the topic we're going to discuss today, the emini in between. And the one thing is about mpango wa kando. Sometimes men just go, but let me tell you one thing. If you give a man what he wants, he has no reason to look anywhere else. And the man...
This is the average man. Of course, there are those outliers.
No, there are those who are just...
crazy.
Need to be beaten. But a man is the simplest man the simplest being to control is a man. We have the biggest ego, yet the most fragile. If all you do is just tell your man, I believe in you. Believe in me, that man will... You tell him you love him. Your next door neighbor says, I believe in you. He will pause the love and go to the belief.
Take the believe in you. You know, the unfortunate part is the media we consume, and this Hollywood doesn't give you that reality. I mean, we grew up watching Cinderella and Rapunzel, and it made it look like a romantic affair is two-way.
No, but also the church must come forth. We are giving people too many Bible stories and not the word. So even Christians are losing it. We just don't get it. We just like saying it is well, and it is not well. And we pastors tell people what they want to hear.
It is well.
No, it is not well. You walk with a Bible here and another here, and you walk like you're the Deputy Holy Spirit, and your house is on fire. If you come to me at 6 in the morning and say, you know, I've come to serve, and ask, has your husband had breakfast? No, I will tell you, go back to your husband. Serving breakfast before you come and serve.
How bad is that scenario? I mean, is it happening a lot?
Okay, I can tell you this without batting an eyelid. Over 60% of men sleep with their maids.
Oh, no, you devious maids. No, you're Rosie.
The series.
Rosie's here.
And it's because the maid is available. The maid serves him breakfast in bed, and even waits for him to chew and says, I like the way you chew on your left. That is your work as a wife.
Aye, which maid is this serving him breakfast in bed?
Oh, wives are not there to know that. Baba Nani, I'll bring you breakfast in bed. It's simple. And then she comes in a lesso, and the man says, okay, can you bring for me more sugar? And there's sugar there. Can you bring for me, so that she comes back? Oh, can you sit down here? And that maid, you have told her she cannot take off only once a month. And she's a normal human being. Let me tell you, and even the Bible says the worst thing is that when a maid servant sleeps with a man, the mistress's husband. The moment you come back home and your maid addresses you at par, you know something has gone
You're
down.
smoked,
Yes.
yeah.
Because
You're
she has
completely
taken your man's potency. So now you are at par. Instead of saying Mama Nanisha is where? That means she has taken
Something
the
has
potency.
changed, yeah.
And women say, amekuwa rude siku hizi. No,
Amemea pembe.
that is the first sign that the potency of your man has been locked up in another woman's
power has
spirit.
changed
Yes,
hands.
yes.
So
you
what
are,
are you
you are just
saying?
shaking your head,
No, okay,
binding devils in the church from 6 to 6 in the evening. We just need to understand there's some very small factors that we need to understand. Even us as church leaders, we should not allow women to come and serve if they're not taking care of their home.
Okay.
A woman, Proverbs 14:1, a foolish woman brings down her home. So you have the power to
Yes.
bring it down or to hold it together.
Okay.
Every successful home, the power is in the woman, not the man. The man is the minister of finance, but the woman is in charge of devolution. Yes.
So you're telling the corporate woman, the working woman, the busy, the one chasing the promotion, give some attention to the husband.
You'll make all the money you can get and then you lose your family.
And I want to ask you something there. Let me just throw it there. And some people have told me, Kendi, you know, had you joined the media before you were married, you'd never have been married. I was like, okay.
I know.
You get where I'm
let
going?
me first wish my mother. Can I look at this camera?
Oh,
This
by all
camera?
means.
This
That number two.
That
Number
one.
two.
Down
The one
in
at
the
the
I want to
center.
wish my mother, she's called Grace Wanguri. I call her TM. Happy Mother's Day. And I said I'll say hi to my daughter Lexi. I love you all.
Okay.
Ah.
So let's go back to the
topic.
Yes,
Yes.
back to the powerful women, the ones in the media, the ones in high places. How come most of them are single? What's that about?
Not because they're bad people. Media
course.
is a very powerful tool.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And of course we know women in media look good and you know, you take extra care because you're at the front of the camera.
Yes.
And we all know there are men out there, we call them Team Mafisi, because you're almost advertised. They call and they look for you in the parties and they look for you in the parties and sometimes you just can't resist. Media is so powerful that if you're not founded on a strong foundation, it will be hard. And then, of course, then the problem also, we are raising a generation of men who are so emasculated that they fear powerful women.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot date a woman in media. Everybody's watching her.
Yeah.
Because also we are raising men who are, as I said, this pink on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always wanted to know what that is about. But I'm told we're going on a short commercial break. Let us know what questions you want to ask this guy. He's here till 1 p.m. And you haven't told me the other lawyer name. It was Robert Israel
Wanguria.
Wanguria, there
Yes.
it is. So let's know what questions you want to ask Wanguria here from Busia.
Yes, Buhalalire Simuli Village.
There, that one.
Nice.
And then we'll be back.
For a husband. Recently, I met a man who is so much in love with me and wants to marry me, but I don't love him at all in return. I pretend to like him, but he seems to be noticing. Should I let him go? And I have been single for so long, for such a long time. Maybe he's my answered prayer. I'm confused. Never left a name, but I'm some help.
All right, I'll try and be as candid as I can.
Yeah.
I get very open.
There's no other way when
okay,
it comes
there's no
to
other way.
Burale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that you said you're pretending you're wasting your time and you're wasting his time. And also, I hope you're not the one who is very choosy, waiting for a man in a Range Rover Sport. Otherwise, at 60, you'll still be going for an altar call looking for a husband. So if you can say that you're pretending and maybe you love him, in the things of God, there's nothing like maybe. It's either you're there or you're not. So stop wasting his time. Stop wasting your time.
It's either you commit or you
don't. And the moment you say a man is noticing, believe you me, he's already looking for a way out. So he might be exiting the door as now you come up and get your feelings together. And by that time, he'll have left and then you get bitter. And then that's when you hear women say, all men are funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's
So
all men are dogs.
if you can, thank you for being honest that you pretend. Stop pretending and just walk out. Yes. I don't want to tell you what you want to hear. I don't want to be politically correct. I don't want to tell you like it is well. It is not well. You're pretending, just walk out.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I have a question. Again, I have all these single friends, beautiful and great. How does a woman wait for a man?
You don't
during that waiting period
Yes.
before the man comes, because I've run out of answers for
Yes,
them.
yes.
I've said pray, I've said wait, I've said we are praying with you, but are there any practical things to do as you wait?
Of course.
By all means.
Don't waste too much time in prayer. Because that means you've closed your eyes too much.
Okay.
And you pray, you go for a kesha, 40 days later you are thin and you still don't have a husband. Waiting on the Lord is also preparing yourself.
Okay.
Carry yourself as a woman, because the Bible says he who finds a wife.
Yes.
Meaning you must have the characteristics of a wife before you actually get married.
Yes.
So you're not a wife on the day you get married. You're a
Yes.
wife before.
True that.
If you're the kind of woman when you're in a company of 10 men, you get too excited. You're sweating and you're too excited, no man will come for you.
Okay.
If you're a kind of woman who is showing Thailand and Caress and Fondoli all the time, you'll be good for other things, but not a man confident enough to take you to his mother. Now, don't say, I'll pray and I'll just wait for the man who'll be praying next to me. It doesn't happen like that. Some women, you're approached by a man, and because he's in not a very good shirt, you look at and sneer at him. Sometimes a Range Rover Sport comes through a dusty road. So you're just waiting for tarmac. It doesn't happen. A woman has the capability of seeing where a man is going and nurturing that man.
Okay.
If you don't have that capability as a woman, or if it's not released to your eyes, then that means you're not ready to be a wife. So just go for the keshas, go for the single meetings every day, every month, every year, and just be the honorary member. But you need to understand, waiting does not mean just praying, because sometimes you become too spiritual for earthly relevance. So even as you pray, look good.
Take care of yourself. Huh?
You can't wear a skirt up to down here, yet your strong points, you have lower legs. If those are your strong points, let the man appreciate your legs.
Oh, okay.
You understand? If your strong point is in your smile,
Yeah.
don't walk around like you've just
Like
sucked
you're
a piece of lemon.
Yeah.
Let your strong points be seen, because
Yeah.
God uses your strong points to open doors
As
for
an
you.
attractive element.
Well, I've come to KTN because of the gift of the gab.
Yeah.
If I can't talk, there's no, you don't
I'd have
invited me
thrown
here.
you out.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's this waiting on the Lord, and waiting does not mean just sitting and being like a dodo and saying,
It's proactive waiting.
yes, you quote scriptures, but you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
No. Faith without works
Is dead.
is dead.
Yeah.
And don't look for the living among the dead, as this
Yes.
woman said here earlier today.
Yeah.
So please, as you're praying and waiting and serving the Lord,
You better
also
look
position
good.
yourself. And I hate this legalistic behavior that because you're born again, you cannot go sit and have a soda where they sell alcohol. You can.
You're going to get into trouble
No,
for
no.
saying
No,
that.
I'm trying to tell
honestly,
me,
Kendi,
you're
Wait,
going to have a soda.
let me be realistic. When I take my wife out for a date, tunanga kwa hotels where they sell alcohol.
Yes.
Okay.
Unanishika.
I think you want to clarify that you
Yes.
don't mean you go to a dunda.
No. Don't go to a bar.
Yeah.
And it's called
Say
Zuri.
that, because-
No. But you know, we have some
Don't
Christians.
over-spiritualize
We have some
things.
Christians
That's
who
what-
walk like the chief of staff of the Holy Spirit Association. No. You need to understand that even if they sell alcohol in a restaurant,
Yeah.
you're having your meal and your soda.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
we have Christians who just want to be around anointing oil.
Yeah.
No.
About spiritualizing everything.
And that's why we have the greatest number of single people in the kingdom.
Yeah, true.
So if you have to go to a restaurant and yes, they sell some alcohol on their side, you are not drinking the alcohol. That's why the Bible says, go ye to the world. They will not come to you. In fact, by being there, you might win someone over.
Okay.
But you're just looking to walk where there's, in fact, if some Christians could, they would walk on Bibles. You know? Then, okay, what happens if you're a Christian and you're employed by a company and you're a salesman that sells alcohol? What do you do?
I don't know. It's a personal conviction. I don't know.
You know?
I personally wouldn't have such a problem with it because...
So waiting, don't just wait and be in the confines of the church.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, there are too many women in church and very few men. So if all the women are expecting to find their husbands in church, they'll be disappointed. You need to venture out there. There are born-again men somewhere in an aisle number 7 in Nakumat looking for soda because he cannot make tea. But by you being there, when the man
Just
says
appearing,
hi, when the man says hi, you're looking good, you say, I bind that devil. What are you binding? You could be binding your husband. You understand? So you need to understand, even as you wait,
Yeah.
and even let me say the Christian men,
Yeah.
or even men in general, some men are too scared to talk to a woman who earns a 6-figure salary. In fact, for me, a man is a man who has a 2-figure salary but has the confidence to approach a 6-figure salary woman.
Okay.
And say, it's okay, you'll be my wife on date number 1. You'll be abused, but guess what? You remind her on the wedding day.
Yeah. Like Michelle and Barack Obama, right?
Oh,
If you remember, they said that when they went to a restaurant and Michelle says, that's my ex-boyfriend. And the guy asked, can I say hi to your wife? So Obama told the wife, so if you married that guy, you'd have been a wife of a chef.
Yeah.
What did she say?
If I married that man, he would have been the president.
So as a woman, you have the capability to bring a man from nothing to something. But now we have changed the order, and you're looking for a man who dresses in a Giorgio Armani suit. Well, he might come in a Giorgio Parmani. Then change him to a Giorgio Armani. So you need to understand those things. So as they wait,
one day he'll get to Armani.
So as they wait, position yourself. Dress well.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Don't dress like, sometimes you even embarrass the God you serve. Dress well. Wear good shoes. Don't wear a torn shirt and says, you know, the Bible says do not care about the outside. No. Misusing scripture. We serve an excellent God. So yes, go out there, venture. We have Christians who can't even go to the theater.
What? Okay, why?
Because it's demonic.
Mademoni.
Yeah. So even men, and men sometimes also, we don't, I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and men sometimes don't know how to love a woman.
Ooh, now you're
talking. A man, for a woman, if you are serenading your wife, you're meeting her at 6 in the evening, the SMSs must start at 10 in the morning. Because a woman is like a jiko.
Yes, how you
take time. A man is instant hitter. Pop.
Yeah.
But do it, you know, because the worst thing for a woman is your own man does not appreciate you. When's the last time you noticed your wife had a different shade of cutex? Yet when she goes to the office, within 3 seconds, the guy says, I love, you've changed from red to purple. That makes a woman melt. Then she comes home with a different weave. You as a man, you haven't noticed. Then she goes back the next day and the man says, I love your weave.
Oh gosh.
And then you blame your wife.
You're finished.
As a man, you must notice the very small things in a woman, because she walks in and maybe touching her hair and you're like, ukuna chawa. She's trying to hint that I have a new hairstyle. So she's saying, husband, give me a compliment.
Attention, I want attention.
So even as a man, you need to notice the small things your wife does. Yeah, but also women, don't let your man come home to a shuka and written and those promotional t-shirts that you got during the election campaign. Also a man needs to also keep on reinventing yourself. And that is why we have Mpango candles.
Total Rubia. Mbele iko sawa.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the worst one I ever had is you greet your husband smelling onions. Ah, you're smoked.
Or you're calling your husband Ndugu in the bedroom.
Yeah.
He's the don't call you. He's not your Ndugu.
Yes, and even worse when you're breastfeeding and you're smelling of milk and all that nasty stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go on a music break and then we'll come back with some questions. Send in your questions and your comments as well.
In the spirit of Mother's Day, this is a jump for all the moms watching today. Randy Travis, When Mama Prays.
Hey, nice song.
Daddy never went to church on Sunday. He said, that's one thing I'll never do.
know how to handle dating and looking for a husband. How do I meet someone with my son at that age? Because as a grown-up kid, understanding the dynamics.
Okay, the first and most important thing is you can't let your son meet every man that you think is a prospective husband. Otherwise, he'll have too many uncles. He could even be the chairman of the Association of Uncles at the age of 13. So until you're sure, and how you understand, men, and I'll say this is very controversial, men fear to date women who have sons.
Regardless of the age.
Sons, men fear. They will never say this, they might kill me after this. But men fear women with sons. So it will take a special man to appreciate your son. When you get that man who is willing to embrace your son, that is almost a take-home guy. But not the man who's saying, oh, your son is at home, okay, fine, do you want to meet my son? No, 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 every excuse. A man does not know how to say no. He says no with 10 excuses in 11 statements. So when you sense that, just take your feet, put them on your shoulders and run. Even if it looks like Denzel Washington, run. Because if you buy a printer, let it come with a computer. So if you're saying, I'll just take the computer and leave the printer, then it doesn't cut it like that. Because then you'll make your son become very bitter. So only a man who is willing to take you plus your son. Now, they might not say that from the get-go, but if you see a man asking about your son, his past, what are the joys, what are his weaknesses and strengths, showing direct interest to your son, then you know that is a man that is worth. But don't take every man. In fact, you might have a good man, but don't take the man so quickly to meet your son, because men might think you're trying to use that to trap him, and he will take off. So take your time, understand him, then say, okay, fine, can we go for dinner or lunch? Never bring him home to meet your son. The first meeting cannot be in the house.
It's advisable for it to be in a neutral environment.
And if the man is trying to be away from your son, like he doesn't want to be seen he's with that son, run.
That's a
How the man handles your son in public will tell you if this man is really there just for you, or is willing to take you and the package you come with.
Because there's nothing
Does the
wrong.
kid matter? Because some kids are just interesting.
Of course, there's some kids who have been raised badly, who need to be thoroughly beaten first. But if you know,
Sent child.
then that also gauge. You must also have someone who your son or your daughter will be comfortable with.
I have a question as well. How does a woman know she's lost her man? You know, you can be living with a man, but he's just there physically, but he left the marriage, the family a long time ago.
Many men.
So how does a woman know?
The moment a man does not talk to you at his point of vulnerability, you've lost that man.
Okay.
Because a man must speak either to God, but in the physical, you must have a man who will tell you, you know, today I'm feeling this, today I'm not, things are not okay. Otherwise, if he's just coming to you when things are good, then there's a problem. You can almost bet your bottom dollar that he is getting that out somewhere else.
So a man can be living with you, you are having sex regularly like man and wife, but he's not in that marriage.
Yes. He's there in body. And is doing the physicalities as allowed by the Constitution.
Yes.
Because you are the husband.
It's
and
just
wife.
being legal.
Yes,
Yeah, but he's not there.
And if a man is not telling you about his dreams, there's a problem. If he's not telling you 1 year,
This is what I'm thinking.
Yes. If a man is, you can bet that he is talking to someone else. Because a man is not a nurturer. A man is to give, and a woman is to birth. Even when you're having sexual relations with your wife, a man just gives and he starts snoring. Then a woman takes it over for the next 9 months and produces something that lasts a lifetime, meaning a child. So a man also gives the vision, and a woman takes it, nurtures it, incubates it, and births it. So if a man is not speaking to you, you can bet your bottom dollar he's speaking to someone else.
There has to be a place.
And the man will eventually rest in the arms of a woman who is nurturing his vision.
Okay.
You as a wife could be taking care of his physical needs, which anybody can do. But only the woman who nurtures the man's long-term plan has that man locked down. And unfortunately,
yes,
sometimes it is usually mpango wa kando.
Unfortunately. $1 million question. I'm sure there are women who can already identify for real. You know, the light bulb has just gone on, that for sure I lost my husband. Is it possible to regain that man back?
Yes, but also let me say this. There's no point of hitting women too much. There are men who are very careless. Your wife stood with you when you're riding a bicycle, but now you're carrying a prostitute in your Range Rover Sport. So the wife stands with you when you had nothing. When you have now a 4x4, you forget her and you look for the spring chicken. Now, how do you get your man back, or your woman back for that matter? Is first and foremost, you must break down the wall of pride. One must say, you know what? Because I know what I want, I am going to force this. And I want to say this. Men, sometimes we have an unfair advantage, because a man at 60 is at his prime. They say men are like wine, they get better with age. A woman at 40, they say she's almost coming sell by date. I don't believe that, but society has made us believe that. And that is why a man at 60 can still marry a 25-year-old woman and have a big wedding. But we have women at 45, 50 who are in dire straits because they can't seem to get a man. So it depends. One must now say, I'll come down. Sometimes you say sorry when you've done nothing wrong, just for the sake of your relationship. And then the man, especially if you get a man who knows how to say sorry, you have a keeper. So if a woman has lost the man, how do you want the man back? Is to say, okay, fine, I know we went through this, I'm sorry, I am willing. Men are like babies. Stroke our ego, we'll come running like a kid in a candy store. Yes.
And I think you want to explain, the losing the man is as gradual as it gets. It doesn't happen overnight.
No,
you don't lose your man overnight.
The only way you'd lose a man overnight is when you make a statement lifting another man at the expense of your man. That one is like a short circuit.
Yeah.
The light comes off and you're gone.
Yeah.
When you say that to your man,
like
that you know, yes, ama you are buying me this phone, yet nani alibayiwa hii simu na bwana yake. You've killed the man.
Yeah.
And believe you me, there's some words when you tell to a man.
It's a very tiny thing, but you've just
done a lot of. There's some things when you tell a man. A 10-second statement will dig a hole that will take 50 years to cover it again. And by the time you've reached the layer of covering it, you're all dead.
Yeah, yeah. I have another question. Again, you can see.
Go on.
You have one?
No, just go.
We're going on a break. Fine, get for us a song as he finishes my question. Someone told me this past week that most men just found themselves with wives. They didn't choose their wives.
Yes.
This is Ameowa, and most of them, if they were to go back,
can I tell you
never
something?
marry.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I said properly.
This will be hard for a woman to hear.
Oh God.
70% of the men who are married today, if you ask them if they get another chance, will they marry the woman they have married today? And the answer will be no.
Oh, we are finished.
It's a very difficult statement.
Oh no, it's terrible.
So many men, if they're given a chance, maybe even women, but I'm speaking about men.
Because all the
statistics have proven that 70% would not marry the same person.
Why?
10 people.
Yes.
Why?
It is sad, and that's why I say even the church, the government must stop the emasculation of men. We sometimes as men, we do not take responsibility. You can turn a woman to who you want her to be. As a man, you just water your woman and she will grow towards the side you want. But now, because we are so emasculated, when we see some strength in our women, we want to look for another woman who is weak. You understand? And unfortunately, sometimes when you see a strong woman, because of how we are emasculated, we think that woman is rude. Yet she's not. She's just so desperate to get you right. But you think she's not a woman and a submission. Yes, then you go tell your friends in a bar, and guess what? 10 of them said the same thing. We were being spoken to yesterday as men by Honorable Ole Magelo. And he said to us, you can enter a restaurant and you see 5 men sitting across the table and they're all like this. No one is speaking. Or you go to a bar, see a man with his bottle of alcohol, alone like this. What's happening? Or even see 10 women, all married, in a restaurant, and they're there, they're being told you are closing, they don't want to leave home, to leave for home. There is a problem in the houses. We need to go back to the days whereby at 5:30 the man is home, the wife is home, the kids are doing their homework, and the family is happy.
The picket fences days.
Yes, but we have lost that.
Yeah.
Even when you're home early, the father is on WhatsApp, The mother is on
Twitter,
the son is on whether the other son is
Angry Birds,
is
Agahu.
because they are so been raised up badly, they are looking for pornographic site.
Yeah.
That's what we are raising. And we need to go back to the basics. The man must take back his position.
Yeah.
The woman must understand she's a nurturer.
Yeah.
The man must understand he's a cultivator of the land.
Yeah. Oh, we need to go on break so we can marinate that message. Kroba.
Yeah, bo.
Hope it's a song. Yay! I love that song.
I had good. My lady is always complaining that she's the man in the relationship. She's pushing for marriage, yet I find her ungrateful and disrespectful towards me in spite of the many things I've done for her. She's 31. I don't know why I may highlight your part. What should I do? I'm so tired.
All right, the first thing is you must understand a lady melts when a man takes the lead. A lady is not graced to be the leader, especially in a marital setup. Now, sometimes a woman might push too much, but us men, sometimes what we think is disrespectful is a woman just laying a firm foundation. Because a woman sees very far.
And Joanna complains she's pushing for marriage here.
Because maybe the woman is seeing a man watching football every Saturday.
And she's 31.
Imagine you're watching football every Saturday and you support Arsenal. You're always losing, so stay home. Did I just say that? And
I need to kufanya nini jamani?
Sorry, Arsenal fans.
I like.
Anyway, what I'm saying,
Kufanya nini?
if a man gets a woman with a revelation, that is the luckiest man on the face of this earth. But sometimes what a woman brings out as revelation, we feel that they're pushing.
Is disrespect.
Do you know when you talk to men who have been hurt in a business deal, who have done something that backfired, if they're honest, they will tell you, but my woman told me not to do this.
Nasikusikia.
Most of them will tell you that. A woman has the sixth sense.
We're very perceptive.
I don't know what they have.
It's perception.
That's
So now
why
let me sit like a kadak. Yeah, perception.
So I want to tell this to men. For example, don't allow a woman to take the lead. They will do it for a certain period of time, then get frustrated because the grace is not upon them. You must take the lead. Adam, there was the garden. And then Adam, not Eve. And then Adam to till the garden. And then Eve came to help Adam to till the garden, not to overtake. No, that is why Adam was told, whatever you name it shall become. When he said dog, it was a dog.
Yeah.
When it said giraffe, it was a giraffe. So a man is to take direction, and a woman to help the man push. That is why a single man can never say he has favor.
Yeah.
He who finds a wife
Finds a
good thing and obtains.
Yeah.
Not is added on to favor. Obtains, meaning you get something that you previously did not have.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, and let me tell you, a woman is so powerful that even God does not know how to describe. That's why he who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Yeah. It's in there somewhere.
God is calling a woman a thing.
Yeah.
Because what they have in them is so much.
Amen.
As we are called man, because we are just we're so limited.
Yeah.
But a woman is a thing.
Yeah.
You can't just describe. What she
But
can
in
do.
her defense, Robert, she's 31. I need to talk to men who choose to date a woman for 5, 6, 7 years. I understand. If I'm 31, I don't want to be dating a guy for 5, 6 years, because my eggs are not waiting.
Yes.
I need to have babies. My biological clock stopped ticking. It's now gonging.
It's
so
true.
I need you to talk about that dating period.
Now, I don't advise anybody to date for 3, 4, 5 years. That's too long. But also don't take that too short. But also, women also must be comfortable in their skin. Not that when you get to 30, you feel now the world is coming to an end. You might put the man under undue pressure because you're 30. But we need to be taught how to be so comfortable within ourselves. Women, especially in the church, I'm sorry, I'm going to hit it so hard. And I go below the belt without fear, and I'm not going to apologize to anybody. The church has taught women that they're only complete when they get married. A man does not come to complete you.
That's true.
Not at all. So when you call women every 2 weeks for a singles meeting, you are making them desperate every day.
That's true.
Teach them first.
You're reinforcing the singleness.
So you're telling a blind man to teach another one how to cross the road. They'll all be wallowing in desperation. So every 2 weeks, you're reminding them how single they are.
Yeah.
And tell them about boss. Women love quoting boss, but there's no boss coming for them. You understand?
Yeah.
So teach them to be women first,
Yeah.
that a man will gravitate. And let me tell you this. He who finds. When a man sees a wife material, he goes for the kill. Men sometimes hesitate because they see tendencies that might embarrass them when they enter marriage. So maybe, I suspect he has said 31 because when the women get to 30, they feel like now the world has come to an end. Even at 35, as long as you're comfortable in your skin, a man will walk to you.
Okay.
But also, don't reject a man because he's coming in on foot.
Yeah, yeah. Have you addressed the issue of the men having to appreciate that? I don't, like, I think you said you don't date for too long.
Yes.
And they have to understand that you really can't date a woman for too long. 5, 6. When a man is dating you for long and not committing, is he saying something?
He's saying something, yes.
What is he saying?
He's
That's
saying
what I
that you are
wanted.
not in his long-term plan.
Okay.
Yes. And if you date for too long, let me tell you one thing. You'll get bored.
Why take all that time?
You'll get, no, it's too long. A man, if, I'm sorry.
Let me
Let me tell you, I talked to a lady who is comfortable in a 10-year relationship.
Ate.
That woman is confused. That man has no vision. What are you doing for 10 years? Let me tell you one thing. You will never know your partner. And you say, so I'll only marry them when I know them. You will never know them even if you date for 20 years. You will only know them properly when you live together. And that goes with the territory.
And the masks come out.
So if you're dating a man, he will always come with the right shoes, smelling good.
Oh, cleaned up.
The woman will go to some place in town, buy eyelashes, buy hair, buy earrings, buy nails. So always she's on
Buy
point.
a new skin.
But you need to be with her when she does tack, remove everything.
Yeah.
Then you say, okay, fine, I like your nails the way they are.
Yeah.
But every time you say, let me see how she's dating, the woman will always bring her A game. If it means going to the neighbors to borrow their high heels, she will borrow.
Yeah.
And then after you've come, oh, I love my wife's eyelashes, you say that. Kumbe, at that time she's at home, she's removing them. They're
Yeah.
not even hers.
Yeah.
So wait until you marry her. So 10 years, if a man is dating you for 10 years,
Yeah.
leave that man.
Put your legs on your shoulders and run.
If a woman is also telling you wait for 7 years,
Yeah.
man, run away.
Final question, at least from me, and this is things I've picked just from my encounters. Moving in together, as opposed to the man paying dowry and going through the process. Tell us about that.
That's a man taking a shortcut. You don't move in with a woman. The moment you move in with a woman before marriage, unless you're made of cement, you will fall.
Of course.
You will fall into sin.
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
the idea, women don't allow a man to say, come and move in with me.
Why?
The moment that happens, your value in the eyes of that man goes to zero.
Very true.
And men are like lions. When a lion chases a gazelle, what does it do first? Get to the neck, bite it.
Jugular over
The
here.
moment it bleeds,
Yeah.
it leaves it there
Yeah.
and chills and looks around for another prey. The moment you get in so easy, you lose the value to that man. A man wants a woman who behaves like a diamond. You have to dig deep to get to the diamond. And please don't just accept to move into a man. And also, women, the time you go visit your man and you say, oh, I was in my auntie's, I carried a bag, you leave 2 sweaters there. And then you leave
A
Suju
toothbrush.
what there.
Yes.
You are telling the man, take me. Who has gone to a Rolls-Royce shop And the roles just take me, take. No, you have to pay the top dollar to get that. So a woman must be like that. The moment he has it so easy, you have no value. Tell the man, it's okay, I'll live in my house. The day you want to walk me down the aisle, after that, I will move into your house and make the house. But women, we have to come, we stay. Come, we stay is too much. That's why men easily lose respect for the women. I respect a woman who says, I'm living alone until a man gets me out of this place and
go
takes me
see
to
my
his house.
father.
There's
go
a healthy issue here.
Oh.
We've been married for 13 years. We have one child, but unable to get another since he has a low count. You know, that's a health issue. He won't go for treatment. I'm desperately in need of another baby, but I cannot be unfaithful. What do I do?
I like the fact that she says she cannot be unfaithful. Sometimes it's good to thank God for the one you have instead of concentrating on the one you don't have. And the character of God is that he will surprise you. While you're praising him for A, he will bring B. But also, we also let's not get too spiritual for earthly relevance.
Because the guy does
he
not
also
want to go
has
for
an issue. Now, the woman can cajole the man or speak to the man in such a way that the man will feel comfortable. But I hope she will never ever use it against him one time when they're arguing and the woman says, the moment you saw that, you've killed him, and he will recoil. So use some wisdom, godly wisdom. Cajole the man, say, I am with you in this. I am going nowhere. Even if we don't get another child, I am still with you. But let me escort you to the doctor. The problem could be sorted in 1 hour in a doctor's office. But the woman needs to dig deep and massage the man's ego. And men, have you ever seen a man going to, in a nightclub? I used to go to nightclubs before my salvation. Men are just salivating as a woman is dancing. That's the power of a woman. There's a way he can salivate as he follows you to the doctor's table. But I love the fact that, and God must honor her, the fact that she said she cannot be unfaithful.
That's beautiful.
But tell her to also change strategy and say, I will praise God for the one I have, and God being God will surprise her with the one that she does not have.
Come on now, that's beautiful. It's commercial break time now, or music break. Which one is it, Mabel? Yeah, commercial break or music break? Commercial break.
And
so
some
we'll
pizza,
be back.
please. I do pepperoni.
Oh.
Now that it's a commercial break.
Yes.
Watu wamejiongelea hapa. We have been looking for a mentor. We feel in our spirit that the right person to guide us through. We are in our early 20s. We would like to be in contact with you on a personal level. We love you in the Lord.
Oh,
this is Caro and Tess. Namba yao ndio hii.
Sawa, I will get back to you guys. Thank you for writing. I am truly humbled.
You're truly humbled.
And challenged.
Now the question, should a woman katia a man who seems like he doesn't know what he wants? Like uko hapa, una feel maisha yangu iko, man, my life has to happen. This guy does not know what he wants, but I can panga the guy into, dude, this is what you actually want.
I like that one for panga the guy. That's a good one.
Yes, some men are absolutely clueless. And it takes the eye or the special eye of a woman to just nudge them and guide them to where they're supposed to go. Because men, sometimes our greatest enemies are ourselves and the people we hang around, the boys. You know that thing of the boys?
Oh, yeah.
The boys is akin to some chamas. Some chamas are the worst thing that happened since the devil was thrown away from heaven. And also the boys crew,
Yeah.
that also makes men get comfortable in the wrong place.
It's true.
I don't like seeing a man who is 50 with his boys. And they call themselves the boys, and they're men, having nyama choma and drinking until 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You understand? That boy culture sometimes is very, very bad. And God might sometimes send a woman to just panel beat you a little bit. And the moment you're on the path to your destiny, then you come alive all of a sudden and you start saying, okay, fine, actually, this is what I'm comfortable doing. And then you're a man with vision, and then the woman follows you gladly. A woman never follows a parked car.
That's true.
Yeah.
So how does a woman do it wisely? Without seeming too obvious and without pushing too much?
Every woman must ask for wisdom.
Okay.
A beautiful woman without wisdom is like putting a gold ring on a pig's nose. So wisdom for a woman is very key.
It's critical.
What to say,
Yeah.
how to say.
Yeah.
I can tell you this, when you see presidents all over the world giving a presidential decree, most of the time the woman has said in the bedroom, I think you need to do this. So a woman has the power to toss, turn, move, shake, bring down, bring up
Yeah.
from the back banner.
Yeah.
You don't have to be out there,
There's a saying,
but you can
Kroba.
get your agenda.
The saying Kroba likes to say, Kroba, go. The
The
face,
face
that
that
launched.
launched 1,000 ships.
it's from a movie, and a woman caused 1,000 men to go on the ships and go fight because of one woman.
Remember a
A
woman,
president alimove.
Yeah.
In fact, hata si
Si
movie.
king. Si ni
Ni
king.
Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope inaitangwaje?
The
scandal.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember the bodyguard
from the
akimwambia,
palm of your hand.
this is the face that moves 1,000
1,000
ships.
ships.
And the president attacked terrorists in Angola.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you-
But there's even another movie about that. Sorry.
If you want to know a woman is powerful,
Yeah.
it is a woman who made Samson break his covenant with God.
Imagine.
God tells you, let's keep a secret.
Yeah.
But a woman just showed Thailand, akambia Mungu tuonane baadaye.
It's been nice knowing you.
So that's the strength of a woman.
We are running out of time, Kroba. Any more questions?
Yes.
Because I also have a question, but go.
Hello, Tukuza. Thanks for your inspiring session today. My question is, does the man lose value when we start talking about kabwiste?
Does the man lose his value?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lady texting. Because what could be the importance of covenant in marriage? Unanishika?
Yeah.
The man also loses value in the eyes of the society because you're a man who fears taking responsibility. A man who is willing to go to your family and say, I have seen this lady and I want to do it the right way. I want to pay some dowry and I want to marry her in the presence of everybody.
Yes.
Now, people give me excuses that say that, oh, wedding is too expensive. Who said you want a wedding?
An expensive
I have
wedding.
a friend many years ago. This is how he got married. In between the church service on a Sunday.
Oh.
He picked a matatu with his wife. In between the service, the pastor said, we are marrying these two.
Come
After
on.
the service, which is, you know, like they do offering, they
Yeah.
did their wedding.
Yeah.
They bought juice and tea and biscuits for people.
Yeah.
And the guy went with his wife home legally.
As his
Now we
wife.
have someone, you're hiring a limousine that you're paying 20,000 an
Pressure,
hour,
network
yet you
pressure.
don't even have money to fuel a Vitz.
Yeah.
So you're showing people there, but when the lights are off,
Yeah.
you're looking for the matatu.
Yeah.
And I want men who learn from, when you see me speak, I don't speak out of carelessness. I have had great failures in my life. I have greatest failures. And that's, I learn from my failures, and by the grace of God, you make sure no one else goes through that.
Yeah. Fine, we are winding up. I can hear the director telling me, you're winding
Oh,
up,
yeah,
winding
time.
up. Yes, it's been so much fun. Thanks again. My final question, what's the most attractive quality in a woman for a man?
The most attractive quality
Among the most, generally speaking.
is a woman with a gentle and quiet spirit. Not a quiet woman,
Yes.
but a woman who has strength in her inward.
Oh,
And the greatest quality for a man in a woman is a man who has direction and vision.
nice.
Not a Samsung television.
Then, how can people contact you, and when is the next
gig?
All right.
The next gig.
Yes.
The next
Naked Truth comes up. We had the men's edition.
Yeah.
But this, the one coming on the 23rd of May, is open to all.
Finally.
Men and women. I want to give a number that just text your name.
Okay.
This is the number. Sorry, God, this is the problem of live TV. Anyway, my iPhone is fast. So.
Sikia Jaluo. Jaluo. Hey, toya ye. Hey.
Ujaluo imenimeza. 0724 695 533. I'll say it again. 0724 695 533.
Nice.
Send your name just before the 23rd. We'll call you. We had too many people. Some people had to be turned away.
Last time?
Yes, we turned away about 70 people. So please, we'll...
Those were many.
Terrible.
Katie Senior will be in touch.
Yeah.
Come, it's going to be an amazing thing. Men, women,
And this
come in.
time we are welcome. Last time you told me I don't want to see a chick.
Last time was men only. This
Yeah.
time it's men and women.
And it's first come, first serve.
Just come ready, because
Ooh.
what's going to happen? We're going to fuel you,
Yeah.
set you on fire.
Is
and
it
release
free
you.
again?
Free of charge, absolutely free of charge.
But it's not really free. It's free for them, but you are having to.
Yes, we pay for the whole, but God has a way of just making it happen.
I knew you wouldn't say it, but I had to just say it
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
for incurring the cost.
Yes.
We live in a real world, and I'm glad you did. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, it's free 23rd. Get the number. We'll post
We
it
shall
again.
tell you the venue as well. We'll confirm the venue next week.
Okay.
Yes.
That's excellent.
We might need a
Burale,
bigger place.
Can we see you again?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Only on KTN.
Okay, I'll come. You invite me. I'll
Can
come.
we own this look? I don't see another session talking about this in here too. Yeah, so thank you. We've been so blessed. DJ.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. God bless. Have a fruitful week. See you guys next week. Same time, same station, with a crazy, awesome show.
Bye. Happy Mother's Day. Oh gosh, you forgot our own mothers.